Tonight on Newswatch, a string of burglaries on Mortensen Road have residents locking their doors.
A semi crash this afternoon closed Highway 30 and left one man in the hospital.
And find out how some students spent their Saturday on Central Campus. All this and more tonight on Newswatch 18.
Studio B, this is Newswatch 18 with Addison Speck, Chris Cuellar, and Jen Hakey, Sports. Newswatch 18 starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 18. I'm Chris Cuellar.
And I'm Addison Speck.
The Ames Police Department is recommending people living in West Ames off of Mortensen Road begin locking their doors more regularly. On Saturday, yet another burglary was reported at University Plains Apartments, where laptops and iPods were taken. In the last month, Ames Police has received constant calls over the thieving of expensive electronics. APD suspects residents in the area are testing doors to see if they are locked or unlocked, then walking in and taking gadgets. There will be increased patrolling and security around the apartment complex in the next month.
A semi-crash closed part of Highway 30 for almost 2 hours today. The driver, Mario Garcia Hernandez, was headed westbound between South Duff and South Dayton Avenue around 1 p.m. Garcia Hernandez was taken to Mary Greeley Medical Center after he lost control of the semi and flipped the truck. The crash still remains under investigation.
The bookstore Borders has filed for bankruptcy protection, leaving the store in Ames in jeopardy. Borders has remained quiet on whether they plan to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which would result in a clean financial slate. The company has announced it will close nearly 200 of its 670 stores. The Ames location currently employs around 30 people.
As the snow was melting away today, there was plenty to go around this past Saturday. Channel 18's Brandon Blue was out this weekend watching students put all that snow to use.
On Saturday, it took a lot of careful stacking, a lot of careful packing,
Okay.
a lot of careful smoothing, and even some tunneling to put up some of the most interesting snow castles built on Central Campus this year. That's easier said than done. For some teams, the weather posed a challenge.
It's really nice out here, which is great, but it's kind of creating a problem because the bottom layer of the snow is all ice.
For others, the plans changed halfway through the 2-hour contest.
We were gonna originally have sort of a Pokemon castle type thing with Pikachu and a Pokeball, stuff like that. After a while, we just decided to make a really big campanile.
And for others, the challenge was simply getting there on time.
Kind of going for detail / creativity. We got here an hour late, so we're doing what we can.
The contest was set up by the Inner Residence Hall Association. Teams who built the largest, most creative, and most original castles won a $100 gift card to the ISU bookstore. Event organizer Mark Sanaki says a determined team with a good idea would have no problem winning a gift card.
Basically, the rules are pretty flexible. Each team is allowed to bring their own materials. Going along with that, though, we do have bins and colored spray if they want to make their castles colorful or whatnot.
In the end, 3 teams out of 6 went home with the gift card.
We have groups 1, 2, and 3 that won. They look so sweet.
For ISU TV, I'm Brandon Blue.
Thanks, Brandon. For more information on the Inner Residence Hall Association, visit www.irhadot@iostate.edu. 3D movies, 3D TVs, and now 3D cell phones. That's right, you may be seeing all your texts in a new way, and no 3D glasses are required. Today, LG announced their newest phone at a conference in Spain called the Optimus 3D. No release date or price was mentioned, but spokespeople for the company say, quote, it will be affordable.
Something else that will be in 3D, The Amazing Spider-Man. That is the title for the next Spider-Man film. Columbia Pictures confirmed yesterday that the title will be the same as that of the 1960s era comics. It is currently being shot in 3D and has a release date set for July 3rd, 2012.
Have you heard of the Ames Lab? If not, you may want to listen up as Channel 18's Rachel Bagel and Sam Turner unravel the mystery that is the Ames Lab.
Along the northern edge of campus lies a cluster of buildings that are easily some of the most important places in the country. And even though they are vital to our nation's research, most students at Iowa State don't know what these buildings are or what they do. Ames Laboratory is a part of the United States Department of Energy, and they work with other DOE facilities by conducting research on a variety of topics, from rare earths to wind energy. Ames Laboratory's director, Dr. Addison King, explains why, even though Ames Lab is a hidden gem, they are open to involvement from Iowa State students.
We like for students from the campus to come and engage with Ames Lab researchers. We have a long tradition of having undergraduate and graduate students, probably more graduate students than undergrads. But we have a program that brings undergrads here during the summers. We have undergraduate students working with us year-round in some cases. We absolutely encourage that. It brings new eyes to our research and brings a shot of life to some of our research programs too. So we like it.
By getting involved with Ames Lab, Iowa State students get the chance to participate in groundbreaking research. So if you have a passion for science and want to change the world without leaving campus, then Ames Lab is one of Iowa State's hidden gems that you should discover.
Trying to solve the energy problem for the world. That's what we do, and you have the opportunity to come and do it with us.
For ISU TV, with Rachel Begley, I'm Sam Turner.
Ames Laboratory facilities are located behind Gilman Hall and are fully open for students. For more information on the labs and their research programs, go to www.ameslab.gov.
Tonight is the second in a series of meetings over the construction of the proposed ISU sports complex. Iowa State wants to build a complex with track, softball, and a soccer field near Towers residence halls. University officials, Ames Public Works, and residents along Ash Avenue and Storm Street are meeting to discuss the location and process for the plan. Due to persistent flood concerns and traffic, many residents have major concerns about the project. Iowa State wants the proposal to be approved by the Iowa Board of Regents in March. The meeting is at 7 and open to the public at Knapp Storms Dining Center.
New sports complex, and what do we have for sports this week?
Well, we're going to look at the men's basketball team as well as the women's basketball team, so see how they're doing, and also check in with a little celebrity that we were used to seeing around a lot more about 5-6 years ago, and see what's going on with that.
Excellent. We'll be right back.
Wakey, wakey. Text me back.
You can't figure out Jody's gonna
Hey, did you tell your parents about us? Let's skip first period together. Did you get all my texts? Is practice over yet? Where are you at? Are you with your friends? That's L-A-A-A-A-M-M-E-E-E. Capital X, lowercase o, capital X, lowercase o. I love you. JK. I hate you. JK. Are you ignoring me? We're in a huge fight right now. Is this something I did? I can see your lights on. I'm coming over. What did you dream about? Me? I'm lonely. Holla back. Holla back. Let's try something new. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
And God, because I'm like, what?
America is turning over a new leaf. The Smart Way leaf from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. The Smart Way leaf will help you identify environmentally friendlier cars and trucks that can save you money. These vehicles are certified to be more fuel efficient and produce fewer greenhouse gases. And look for renewable fuels to improve our energy independence. Follow the leaf to epa.gov/smartway.
Despite hitting 14 three-pointers in the second half, the ISU men's basketball team continued their losing ways in Big 12 play as they fell to Kansas in Lawrence on Saturday, 89-66. Junior guard Scott Christopherson led the Cyclones with 16 points on 4 of 7 shooting from beyond the arc. The Cyclones fall to 14-11 overall and 1-9 in Big 12 conference play. They will hit the road on Wednesday to take on the number 21 Texas A&M Aggies. Tip time in College Station is set for 7 p.m. Hilton Coliseum was colored pink on Sunday night as the number 20 ISU women's hosted Kansas State in the annual WBCA Pink Zone game. Players wore pink in uniforms and shoes, and ISU head coach Bill Fennelly even sported a pair of pink sneakers as teams around the country raised awareness for cancer and raised funds for the K. Yao Cancer Fund. Iowa State jumped to a 38-27 lead, but Kansas State would come charging back. The Wildcats are closed the margin to 3 with 2 minutes remaining before Laura Mansfield and Kelsey Bolte helped seal the ISU win with a pair of jumpers and some late free throws. Bolte paced the Cyclones with 25 points as she eclipsed the 20-point mark for the 9th time in Big Ten 12 games. They will also be on the road this Wednesday as they travel to Lubbock, Texas for a matchup against Texas Tech at 7 p.m. The ISU men's and women's track and field teams hosted the 2011 ISU Classic this weekend at the Lead Recreation Athletic Center. The 3-day competition was highlighted by 2 school records and a time that is the 5th best time in the world this season. Junior thrower Lashima Hampton threw a personal best of 65 feet 4 1/4 inches in the weight throw, which broke the previous record of 63 feet and 11 3/4 inches. Junior sprinter Kiana Ilani finished the record fashion as well, winning a 600-yard run in a school record time of 1 minute and 19.61 seconds. Finally, junior distance runner Betsy Sayana ran her 5,000-meter race in 15 minutes and 40 seconds with 4 seconds, which gives her the 5th fastest time in the world this season in 5,000 meters. Sayana's time also qualifies her for the NCAA Indoor Championships in March.
Thanks so much, Jen, for your sports update. Right after the break, we'll have Rachel right across the room giving us a weather update. Hopefully some optimistic news about that. We'll be right back.
What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag!
Johannes Brahms!
I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblams, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you.
Bobby? Susie?
Don't worry, that's just the power of the arts!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit americansforthearts.org.
Well, if you've been liking the weather we've been having this past couple of days, it is going to stick around for the next couple of days. That's as a result of the jet stream here. We can see this ridge over here. That's where the warm air is sitting, and that's going to push eastward as we move on for the rest of the week. Unfortunately, we are going to make a change back to winter, but for now we're under high pressure that's giving us sunny skies for today. There is a low pressure system off to our west. We're not going to see the effects of that quite yet. We might see a couple showers later on this week, but looking at radar, clear across the Midwest, and you can see the effects of that low pressure system over off to the west, some snow showers in the upper elevations there. And looking at the 6 to 10 day temperatures, unfortunately we are going to make that switch back to winter. Cold temperatures for the next 6 to 10 days. The only area that's warm is, go figure, down south. And looking at the 6 to 10 day precip, we are going to see some precipitation in the next 6 to 10 days. It actually might be in the form of rain, which is a new thing we haven't been seeing the past couple of days here. And looking at the current conditions, we're sitting at 42 degrees right now in Ames, so well above average for this time of year. And looking at the current conditions across the state, pretty much the same story. A little bit cooler off to the west in Storm Lake at 40 degrees, and even cooler over off to the east. And in the Quad Cities at 38 degrees, they had a little more cloud cover there. But for tonight, we're going to see some areas of fog after midnight and headed into early tomorrow morning. Our low for tonight will be around 31 degrees, and looking ahead to tomorrow, a very nice day, mostly sunny skies with a temperature of 51 degrees. And looking at the extended forecast here, you are seeing that right, 64 degrees on Thursday. Unfortunately, we're not going to make that spring stick along for long, but we are going to see a return to winter.
Thanks for that, Rachel. Casey's General Store, an Iowa-based gas station and convenience store company, is suing the sandwich maker Subway here in Iowa. The suit has been filed over Subway's exclusive claim to the term footlong as promoted in one word to describe a sandwich. Casey's wants to begin selling made-to-order sandwiches called footlongs. Subway's trademark application for the term has yet to be approved by the government, and Casey's has called the claims frivolous and says it will continue to market their sandwiches as footlongs.
Well, that's all we have for tonight. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to tune in Thursday at 7 p.m. for more Cyclone news, sports, and weather.
Thanks.